My name is Morgan. I am 58 years old. My wife, Julia, died 13 years ago. I loved her more than anything. She was my world. When she left, my life broke. I worked hard all my life. I built my own business. I earned money. I became successful. But success doesn't end pain. The house is too quiet. The bed is too empty. The nights are too long. I drive a white Mercedes. I wear a fine suit and a watch. They show my success, but they cannot show my sorrow. 13 years have passed, yet I still feel the emptiness. Behind the wealth, behind the smile, I am still broken. People look at me. Some admire me. Some judge me. They whisper. They think they know me, but they do not. My life is shaped by success. It is also shaped by judgment. I live with it every day. One day I was at the public library cafe. The place was quiet. Soft voices, the smell of coffee in the air, the sound of cups and chairs. I saw a young woman there. She looked about 24. She was pretty, but her face was tired. Her beauty was softened by worry. She stood near the counter, holding a small wallet. Her clothes were plain, old, not new. Her shoes carried the weight of many walks. She looked at the menu, then at the prices. Her lips pressed together. She looked hungry, but she hesitated. She sighed quietly. I felt something inside me. I do not usually help strangers, but she was different. She was not asking for help. She only looked worried. I walked closer. At first, she did not see me. Then she looked up. Her eyes were soft. She looked surprised. "Hello," I said. "Are you looking for food?" She nodded. Her voice was quiet. "Yes." "Please let me buy your lunch," I said. Her eyes opened wide. "Oh no, you don't have to," she said quickly. She looked shy. "Yes, I want to," I said. "It is a small kindness. Please." She thought for a moment, then gave a small smile. "Thank you," she said. "That is kind." I bought her a sandwich and a drink. She chose something simple. We sat at a small table. She ate quickly. She was very hungry. Her name was Sabrina. She was a student. That was the first time we met. That lunch was the beginning. After that, I learned more. Sabrina was 24. She had big dreams, but little money. She worked part-time. She had debts. Her shoes were worn out. She was a dreamer, always thinking of a better life. We met again. Coffee. Walks in the library park. She was different. She was different from others I knew. Young, open. She made me laugh. With her, I felt lighter. She often looked tired. But with me, her eyes were brighter. I wanted to take away her worries. We talked a lot. About her family, about her hopes. I shared pieces of my own life. Our talks grew deeper. We laughed often. I was 58. She was 24. The age gap was wide. But when we were together, it did not matter. One evening, we sat in a cafe. It was quiet. We had talked for a long time. Then Sabrina looked at me. Her eyes were serious. Morgan, she said, you make me feel safe. You make me feel alive. My heart beat faster. I did not expect those words. I looked at her. Her eyes were true. She moved closer. She looked at my lips. I did not stop her. She kissed me. Gentle at first, then stronger. A long kiss. In that moment, I forgot everything. I forgot my age, my rules, the whispers of people. I only felt her lips. When we pulled apart, I felt warm, surprised, alive. I had rules. Rules about distance, rules about feelings. But with that kiss, I broke a rule. Because of Sabrina. And deep inside I knew it would not be the last. My life was changing. Because of a young woman with big dreams and worn-out shoes. Sabrina worked hard. She studied. She worked part-time. Her old shoes had holes. I knew she had money problems. She thought about bills all the time. The worry was heavy. I wanted to help. One evening, we sat in a cafe. She looked at her phone. Her face was tight with worry. I took a deep breath. Sabrina, I said, I want to help you. I can give you some money. Just a little. It can clear some things. I tried to make it sound small, like a gift. She looked at me, surprised. No, Morgan, she said quickly. I cannot take your money. This is my problem. She shook her head, but I saw her tired eyes. Please, I said. It is not a big deal for me. It is a gift from a friend. She looked down. She was quiet. Then slowly, she nodded. Are you sure? She asked. Yes, I am sure. Then she started to cry. She covered her face. Her shoulders shook. She was very thankful that night. It was a big moment for us. That night, I held her close. She felt safe. She felt safe in my arms. Warm. We did not talk much. We just stayed together. That moment made our bond stronger. It was about trust. It was about care. I felt a deep connection. She felt like part of my life now. Soon, people began to talk. A man my age with a young woman. Whispers followed us everywhere. People talked behind their hands. They gave me a name. They called me her sugar daddy, an old man giving money to a young girl. I heard the words. I saw the looks. I tried to act strong. I walked with my head high. But inside, the words cut deeply. The gossip hurt more than I showed. One day my son came home. It was the holidays. I had not seen him in weeks. I was happy. He called me from the road. Dad, he said, I am bringing a friend for dinner. Is that okay? I smiled. Of course, I said. The more the merrier. I planned a meal, something warm, something special. I wanted the evening to be perfect. That night, the doorbell rang. I opened the door. My son was there, tall, happy. Next to him stood a face I knew. My heart stopped. It was Sabrina. My son's friend was Sabrina. My hand shook. The glass almost fell. Sabrina's face turned pale. She looked away quickly. My son smiled. "Dad," he said, "this is Sabrina. She's my classmate. She's a good person." I tried to smile. It felt fake on my face. It was hard to pretend, hard to forget her lips. We sat at the table together that night. The food was warm, but the air was heavy. My son laughed. He talked about college, happy. Sabrina did not look at me much. When she did, her eyes held a secret inside. A secret my son did not know. I ate my food, but I did not taste. My thoughts were loud. How could this happen? What should I do? I could barely breathe. After dinner, my son went to his room. He said he needed to study quietly upstairs. Sabrina stayed in the living room. The silence was sharp. I knew I had to speak. "Sabrina," I said softly, "this cannot continue. It has to end." The words were heavy on me. My heart was heavy too. It was the right thing to say. Too risky now, too complicated. But Sabrina did not answer. She walked closer. She held my face in her hands gently. Then she kissed me. It was not gentle. It was strong, stealing the breath from me. It was full of feeling, full of need. Her passion burned in me. My body did not listen. My body did not listen to my mind. My heart did not listen to my thoughts. I wanted to end it. I truly did. But her kiss made it impossible. I could not. I could not let her go. Not yet. Later, she asked me to marry her suddenly. It was a surprise. At first, I laughed. "Are you joking?" I asked. But she was not joking. Her eyes were serious. "I love you, Morgan," she said. "It is not about your money. It is about you." I listened. Her voice was soft. Her eyes were kind. But questions rose. Questions filled my mind. Did she really love me? Or did she love the life I offered? Or was this about the help I had given? People already talked about us and whispered. They called me names. Would marriage make it worse? Still, I wanted to believe her heart truly. I wanted to feel loved. So I said yes. My friends and family thought I was crazy. A man of 58 marrying a girl of 24. It was unusual. People judged us strongly. Even I was not sure if it was right. But I felt a deep connection. She made me happy. She made me feel young again. I wanted to take that chance. We decided to marry quickly. We did not want a big party. We chose Italy together. It was a beautiful country. The wedding was quiet. It was fast. Just us and a few. Just us and a few close people. We stood together in a lovely place. The sun shone. The sun was shining. Sabrina held my hand. She looked into my eyes. She promised to love. She promised to love me forever. She kissed my hand. I felt true happiness. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. After the wedding, Life began. For a time, everything felt good. But then, small things happened. Things that made me worry. Sabrina always had her phone with her. She always had her phone. She took calls in another room. When I asked, she dismissed me. She said, "It's just a friend. Nothing important." She ended calls quickly, sometimes before I entered. Sometimes I saw her typing, then deleting. She cleared her messages. She always guarded her phone. Each time my heart grew colder. I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe she was busy. Maybe just college. Just friends. But doubt grew inside me. One day I saw something. Sabrina was on her phone. She stood outside. She stopped near a car. A man was inside. He was young, handsome. Sabrina leaned down. She spoke to him. Then the car drove away quickly. He did not see me. My stomach dropped. I had never seen that man before in life. Who was he? Why was Sabrina so secret? The light of our wedding began to dim. I had a bad feeling. It was the first time I saw him. Later, I saw them again. Later, I saw them again near the library. Sabrina was not alone. The same man was there. He was Sabrina's age. Handsome. His laugh was loud. I remembered Sabrina laughing like that with me. In the beginning, now she laughed like that with him. My stomach twisted. I sat in my car. I watched them. They walked close. Too close. Sabrina looked happy. Too happy. I felt cold inside me. I wanted to know. That evening I asked her, "Who is that guy?" I said softly. Sabrina looked away. "Oh, him? Just a friend. A friend from college." She tried to smile faintly, but it was not real. I did not believe her. My mind knew. My heart knew deeply. The next day, I followed them. I drove slowly. I stayed back. I did not want exposure. They walked together. They went to a small park. They sat on a bench under a tree. I parked where I could watch. My hands gripped the wheel. The man touched Sabrina's arm softly. He leaned closer. His hand moved to Sabrina's face, soft on her cheek. Sabrina did not resist. Sabrina did not move away. Her eyes were soft, too soft. My heart broke completely inside me. It was like glass shattering. Sharp pain went through me. I closed my eyes in silent horror. This was not a friend. This was more. I drove home slowly. The world felt silent. The picture of his hand on Sabrina's face stayed in my mind painfully, haunting me deeply. I felt alone. So very alone. Our wedding happiness was far away, a distant memory lost in shadows. Sabrina came home late that night. The house was dark. I sat in the living room waiting. The lights were off. She opened the door. She saw me. She stopped. We did not speak. We just looked at each other. In the dark. The silence was heavy, full of secrets untold, full of questions. I knew what I had seen. She knew what she had done that day. But no words were spoken. Not one. The air between us grew cold, a wall of sadness. I went to bed, but I could not sleep. The image of the other man remained. His hand on Sabrina's face kept playing in my mind. 7. The sad truth. The next morning. Our home was heavy with silence. I needed answers. I found Sabrina in the living room quietly. Her face was pale. I looked at her. I asked her to tell me the truth. I needed to know everything. She sat down slowly. Her hands shook. Then she spoke with hesitation. She told me the man I saw was her ex-boyfriend, Jason. She said Jason wanted money. He had threatened Sabrina. Jason said he would tell everyone Sabrina only married me for my money, that our love was fake, a deal. He said he had old pictures, old messages, proof. If Sabrina did not pay, Jason would go to the university. He would go to newspapers. He would ruin Sabrina's name. He would ruin our marriage. My heart froze. I did not believe. Sabrina kept talking. Her eyes were red. She looked so sad. She took out her phone. She gave it to me. She told me all her passwords. "Please, Morgan," she said with tears. "Take everything. Look at everything. But please don't leave me." She wanted me to believe her deeply. She wanted me to see her honesty. She wanted me to know she loved me, not money. I held the phone. I saw her pain. I saw her fear. And I believed her. I put the phone down. I pulled her close. That night I cried on her shoulder. I had not cried in years. Her hair smelled faintly of roses. Her hands were warm softly. All my worry and sadness poured out. We stayed like that for a long time together, holding each other. After a while, I felt stronger. I knew I had to act then. This could not continue. I had to protect Sabrina. I had to protect us. So I acted. I made a call. I knew what to do. 8. A new life. I contacted Jason. I offered him money. It was not because I was weak. It was because I was tired. I wanted peace. I wanted freedom for Sabrina and me. He took the money. He left us. Our lives grew quiet again. Sabrina worked hard. She finished her studies. After graduation, she searched employment. She did not ask for my help. She wanted to stand on her own completely strong. She wanted to prove her strength. She found a good job. She was proud. I was proud. It showed me her true heart. We decided to move. We wanted a fresh start, a beginning, away from gossip, away from shadows. We found a small house by the beach, quiet, peaceful. The sound of the ocean filled the air. We packed our things. We left our old life. It felt like a new beginning. Life was simple in our new home. We planted flowers together. We shared quiet evenings. Sometimes we drank wine. We laughed about our age difference. It no longer mattered, not to us. Sabrina often told me I had saved her, but I thought it differently. I thought it was the other way. My life before her was successful but very lonely. She brought joy. She brought connection. I do not feel regret. Our love story is not ordinary. Some may call it scandal. Some may not understand. But to us, it is second chance. a second chance at happiness. Love does not always look the way people expect. Sometimes it surprises. Sometimes it comes in surprising ways. But the only thing that matters is how it feels deeply. It feels real. And that is all I ever wanted. All I want still, forever, always.